really happy to make it into the show. Hi, my name is Andreasen. I'm the driver of this E92 Euro driver. And here's a recap from our trip to Germany this August. There's been some busy months leading up to the event where we have the whole rear subframe down to modify it for a quick change differential.
We're right here today in the great weather in Germany, Ferropolis, in an amazing venue down here. It's a very high level of driving, so we need to get our act together this weekend to get a good result. The team is just taking over the last few tweaks on the setup before we go into driving tomorrow, and we're hoping for a good result.
When we went up for the second battle, we had a misfire in the car. We didn't want to take any chances blowing the engine, so we decided to cut that training session short. It turned out everything was good. It was just an ignition coil that was going bad. We didn't ruin anything, but we didn't get a lot of training. And same weekend, the Drift Masters European Championship was on the track, and Iron Drifting drivers had a small competition where the top 3 drivers were wildcard for the competition the next day. We decided to go for a big run, and in the last position I went a little bit too hard in the transition and wrecked the right rear wheel. I had like 4 lead slaps on the car, and it's not ideal going into the competition, but we have to make the best of it. We have the mentality we want to go for a big score. We don't want to just be in the top 32, we want to be up high. I went for it, and when I started to decelerate, I was on the line, but I didn't find the grip, or I don't know, having too much speed, or I don't know. The car kept washing. I ended up in the wall. It was a pretty big crash, and I could see that the subframe and the chassis itself hadn't taken any impact. So even though it looked bad, all the parts was replaceable parts, and we had them laying in the pit. So I called the guys on the way back, telling them to find the jack stands and all the parts we needed, lay them out, find some guys to get to rent, because we have two tries to make it into the finals. And if we are not in line in our turn, it's just too bad. So we have, like an hour, a little bit over an hour to make the car work again. My whole team and Mikkel Overgaard for this were all jumping in. I lost count how many guys who was in there, but I'm grateful that all the guys jumped in. make the alignment the way you want. It was somehow straight and we decided to go for it. We haven't time for anymore.
So sexy, crispy, yeah.
Up now we have Mads Andreasen taking the back off of the car on his first run. And we see something a little bit more precise on his second run as he comes around through clip 4. Fairly deep transitions now into 5. It's looking like a fairly reasonable run. Yeah.
It was a little bit shallow on the first clip, but the rest of the track I think went pretty good. It actually went the better runs I did all weekend. So I was really happy to make it into the show.
We have Peter Klauski and Mads Andreasen. And Peter, in your favorite car?
So far, I mean, it's up there. I'm about.
I think it's just very NASCAR, which is why you like it, because you're American and
I'm
you
Canadian.
must like.
I'm Canadian.
You're American when you want to be, and Canadian when you want to be. You told me that yourself, right? Peter on a very good lead run at the minute. Mads cutting the track ever so slightly to gain some proximity, but falls back in line now and starting to look like a much more traditional chase run as he comes back onto the side of Peter's car and over the line.
So when you swap it up, Mads out front and Peter in the chase. Look how wide that car is. Look how wide Peter's car is.
My concern is Peter's not going to be able to keep that car slow enough.
It is a very...
It's a fast car, and he looks like an aggressive driver who only drives flat out. And I hope he's about to prove me wrong as Mads throws it into the first corner on a fairly decent line, leaving the door open for Peter. But Peter not really taking that much of an advantage. Makes a dive now as they come through into the second corner. They come round, transition again into the third corner through the smoke. That was a lovely transition by Peter, proving me completely wrong as they come through the final clip and across the line. Peter takes the win.
Wow.
So we're standing here on the last day of the Iron Drift King. Saturday is Drift Masters competition, which means we went down to the top 32 yesterday. In the top 32, we made up against Peter Kozlowski with a very equipped up car. The alignment, we didn't have the time to make the proper alignment in the hour to fix the car, so we were struggling a bit with the grip. We tried to make up for it by cutting a little bit, but the judge just picked up on it and we did everything we could, but he took the win. Either way, we are going to watch the Drift Masters competition for now, and I will have to say a few thank you to the team and all the sponsors who made this happen. It's been an amazing weekend for us, so thank you guys, and see you later.
Normally at a drift event you have driving from 9 to 5, and then you have good time to chill, have some good to eat, and take over the car before the next day. But at the Iron Drift King, we have driving all the way from the morning, all the way to midnight. So it will take the toll of the team, because you need to be ready for like 4 days straight. And I really think the team did an awesome job keeping everything going, keeping my head cold, and I would like to say very huge thanks to them and all the guys who have been helping day and night, trying to get the car ready. It's really a big thing for me, and I couldn't be doing this sport without the support of the team. And needless to say, the sponsors, even without wrecking the car, had to, and it's really costly to run a drift car at this level, and I couldn't do it without the sponsors. So thank you, it's a pleasure and an honor for me to get to drive. I'm grateful for all the help I get. Shout out to you guys. And of course, thanks to Thomas for making all the shots and clipping this video together. It's a little bit different than what we usually do on social media. We need to take what we learned from this event. We need to prioritize going testing the car and have a lot more seat time. This year has been stressful due to a lot of things going on beside the racing. It really takes the edge when you go and do driving every few weeks. So now we're back home, we need to check the car over. Luckily, it's only replaceable parts with damage in that crash. The chassis and the subframes are all good, so it may be my confidence who took the biggest hit down there, but at least the car will be okay again. I hope to see you all out there next year, so stay tuned.
Yeah, because Weisshoff has good shipping rates.